Hello and welcome once again, friends. My name is Gerald, pastor at Innovate Church in Kannapolis. Glad to have you once again for our nightly psalm reading. Tonight we're on Psalm 50. That's 50 nights we've been reading Psalms, so that's pretty awesome to me anyway. If this is your first time with us, welcome. This is what we've been doing. And I've always just prayed and hoped that this is a blessing and encouragement to those of you out there that are hearing this and listening. And I thank you for taking the time. And most of all, again, I just pray you're blessed and encouraged by it. Friends, tonight's psalm is Psalm 50. It is entitled, God Himself is Judge. The Mighty One, God the Lord, speaks and summons the earth from the rising of the sun to its setting. Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, God shines forth. Our God comes, He does not keep silence. Before Him is a devouring fire. Around Him a mighty tempest. He calls to the heavens above and to the earth that He may judge His people. Gather to me, my faithful ones, who made a covenant with me by sacrifice. The heavens declare His righteousness, for God Himself is judge. Hear, O people, and I will speak. O Israel, I will testify against you. I am God, your God. Not for your sacrifices do I rebuke you. Your burnt offerings are continually before me. I will not accept a bull from your house or goats from your folds. For every beast of the forest is mine, the cattle on 1,000 hills. I know all the birds of the hills, and all that moves in the fields is mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell you, for the world and its fullness are mine. Do I eat the flesh of bulls or drink the blood of goats? Offer to God a sacrifice of thanksgiving and perform your vows to the Most High. And call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver you, and you shall glorify me. But to the wicked God says, what right have you to recite my statutes or take my covenant on your lips? For you hate discipline, and you cast my words behind you. If you see a thief, you are pleased with him, and you keep company with adulterers. You give your mouth free rein for evil, and your tongue frames deceit. You sit and speak against your brother. You slander your own mother's son. These things you have done, and I have been silent. You thought that I was one like yourself. But now I rebuke you and lay the charge before you. Mark this then, you who forget God, lest I tear you apart and there be none to deliver. The one who offers thanksgiving as a sacrifice glorifies me. The one who orders his way rightly, I will show the salvation of God. Another great psalm here. It's the idea of sacrifice and giving to God of some way of us going without something. It's what it means to sacrifice something. It means to give it up. God says that that's not exactly what He desires from us. Whenever this was written, the Old Testament, they had a sacrificial system where they were always offering these animals and these different sacrifices of fruits and grains and drink offerings and all that to Him. And here He's saying, those aren't the things that He needs. Those aren't the things that He is desiring of us. That's not what makes us right with Him. What makes us right is our sacrifice of thanksgiving to Him and performing our vows to Him. That's two things there. Performing our vows means obeying Him, seeking to do His will with whatever it is He wants to do with us, seeking to glorify Him by how we follow Him. And the sacrifice of thanksgiving, that's realizing no matter what your situation is, if you're in a time of trouble or a time of without, or if you have abundance like we talked about last night, be thankful for anything that you have that is a blessing today. As I've said before, if you get to wake up in the morning, you have a blessing of that day no matter what it is faces you. Every day we get to wake up and breathe in the air and take a look outside, wake up near our loved ones. These are blessings in themselves. It's not about possessions and riches and all that good stuff. It's about recognizing and thanking God that we have life. that he has granted us this opportunity to live and to reflect and do his will. And says, then you'll call upon me in the day of trouble, and I will deliver you. And again, you shall glorify me. We glorify him by how we thank him. We glorify him by how we obey him. And we glorify him whenever we speak or whenever we realize that he has delivered us. And whenever we share that and speak that to our friends and our neighbors. And then the last verse here says, the one who offers thanksgiving as a sacrifice glorifies me. The one who orders his way rightly, I will show the salvation of God. Again, right there with that thanksgiving and that obedience. And then he will show us his way of salvation. And we know that his salvation is given to us through the sacrifice of Jesus Christ and through our obedience of loving him, honoring him, and seeking to live our lives for him. Not for ourselves, but for him, and being thankful for him. And in that we glorify God. So friends, that is a blessing and an encouragement to me, no doubt. God's not after me giving up things for his benefit. He's after me obeying him, being thankful for what I have, and then I will glorify him in how I live and how I obey him. Friends, I pray that you do the same. And as always, if this has been a blessing and encouragement to you, I just ask that you forward it on, share it with someone else so that they too can be blessed and encouraged. Friends, have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you again tomorrow.